beautiful angels. Hello, beautiful souls. This is Rainy Day coming to you live from my beautiful sacred space here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm a licensed fourth-generation psychic medium. I'm a spiritual educator. I'm an author and an incredible animal communication specialist and energy healer. And so today I'm here to talk to you a little bit about what is Spirit Academy? What's it all about? How did it come to fruition? And I have to tell you that during COVID, and a little bit before that, Spirit was nudging me to really understand what is all this online stuff about. And so I started creating and revamping a whole new website. But I didn't really know where I was going to go with it, but I just knew I needed a new website. So I started creating that, and then I had this beautiful idea because I was invited to a Zoom meeting, and I went to that Zoom meeting, and it just felt so like the energy. You could feel it just popping through the screen. And so Spirit gave me this incredible idea, this wonderful opportunity. So that's how Spirit works. They give you the opportunity and they show you the lesson, then they give you those spiritual tools to help you through it and make it better for your spiritual toolkit. And so before COVID a little bit, I had really been thinking about why don't we do where I worked at a spiritual center, and I really loved it, and I loved the people there, and it was just a really great space to be. And I went to the owner and I said, what do you think about us holding live and in person via Zoom, live meditations, live classes? Why don't we look into doing that? And so I got all the equipment and I put it together and I tried it and I tested it. The internet there at that particular center was not the greatest and would come in and out. So that was a challenge, but I never let it deter me. So I did a demonstration and I kind of talked her through it. And now, mind you, she wasn't very computer savvy, but that's okay. She felt the concept. And so that's the direction I was going in. I was already ready to go live and online well before COVID hit. Spirit guided me there. So in March, when COVID hit, I can remember it vividly. Sunday, I had 3 students coming in for a beginning psychic mentorship class, very basic psychic class, where they even got a beautiful toolkit to fill their sacred space with and to start working with as a psychic. And so the night before is when all of this hit. Now I have a daughter two daughters who, one I'm a caregiver for and the other one, they both have a weakened immune system. And the one in particular, my oldest daughter, who I cherish so much, had just gone through cancer treatments and her immune system was down, and there is no way that I was going to have any possibility with this new thing coming out that nobody really knew much about, this virus, that its only purpose is to consume. I knew I was not going to put my family in any way, shape, or form in any kind of danger, no matter what anybody else said. And so I went to the center that morning and I told the owner, and she was a little disappointed. I think I was the first one out of all the practitioners to say, here's my boundaries. I can't do this. So I'm going to offer to do it to them in person. If they don't want to do it in person, I will, after all this is over, I'll meet them and they can come in and I'll teach them this class. So I called each and every one of them and they were on board. So instead of having it that Sunday, we had it the following Sunday. And it was beautiful. It was very impactful. People were in their own sacred space. They felt comfortable. It was quiet. They didn't have to drive all the way to the center, then drive all the way back and schlep all their stuff. It was a success. And that's when Spirit said, boom, this is what you need to be doing full time. And so I emailed the licensing division that was responsible for that particular license in that particular region and asked them, hey, can I do online from my computer and still be okay licensed? And they said, sure, but you have to be at the center. Well, that threw a little wrench in things because I was really worried about the center. And so for the time being, until this COVID thing was found out, I did things from Zoom and we altered everything. And I was ready. And so the center itself was shut down, and people were not prepared, but thank you, Spirit, I was ready. And so I just started brainstorming, creating, and all of this stuff that I've been doing in a brick and mortar place, I just moved it over so that I could do it when all the COVID went away. I could just go to the center and be in a little room and just conduct these beautiful meditations and courses. But I wasn't only limited to the people in the Las Vegas area. It was limitless. I could get people from Wisconsin, people from New York, people from London, people from all over the world. What a concept. And so that's what I went with. And then as I created this and started to build it, I realized that some of my psychic medium students didn't have an outlet to practice. You know, I just dropped them when I didn't drop them, but when they were done with my classes, beginning, advanced, and expert mentorship classes, where do they go from here? How do they get the experience? Where's the business part of it? How do they go about becoming a professional psychic medium, or getting the confidence to do it and the practice? And so I created on my website the ability to book some of my advanced students. Now, there's no money associated with it. I think there was only just a very small portion to cover the fees that it would cost me to put that on my website. And so, I started coming up with agreements so that they would understand this is not paid, and this is for entertainment purposes only, and this is just a testing ground for you to do this. Well, the owner of the current facility that I was in, and I understand, one thing Spirit has taught me is that not to take anything personally. And they've never thrown a bunch of crap on my lap and just said, here you go. We tried to show you the opportunity in the lesson, but you didn't listen. It was none of that. Spirit strongly said to the center, the owner came to me and said, oh, so what's this about you now doing this on your own? Well, that was never the intention. And I had a very lovely, I just sent her my authentic thoughts and said, thank you so much, but I think I'm going to move my license elsewhere. And I didn't take it personally. It was a sign from Spirit telling me my time was up there, that I needed to grow. And so I just sat with Spirit for a few days, did a lot of deep introspection meditation, and I set my intention, which is the law of asking, and I meditated, which is the law of listening, and Spirit guided me to create this beautiful website and to get the licensing so I could do some zoning changes and do it on my own, be my own boss. But the concept was, have you ever heard that you could go to a spiritual center from the privacy of your own sacred space? Mind blown. Mic drop. Well, guess what? I was already there. And so that is the birth of my baby, the proud owner of Spirit Academy with Rainy Day, LLC, spiritacademy.net. So for more information, scroll through, look at our different pages. In addition to that, I told people what I was doing, and it's so amazing. 11 ex-students came to me, and they were the talented ones, came to me and said, well, Rainey, can I work for you? And I thought, wow, another opportunity. And so I said yes, and that's when Spirit channeled through me the Council of Light. And the reason it's spelled S-E-L is because we're not a council. We don't stand before you, all of us. We are our own entity, and we counsel you through Spirit. We guide you with loving light and direction, truly from the universal consciousness. And so that's why Spirit told me the Council of Light, S-E-L. And so these 11 beautiful people brought all of their eclectic gifts and talents, and that's how the Council of Light came to fruition and came to being. And from here, we're just going to grow. We're working through a few licensing, want to make sure everybody's legal, kind of set them up for success the way I was able to go through and learn, and how to be a business and what to do and set up a website and email campaigns and social media and all of this. I just kind of learned it on my own. And I am grateful for Spirit guiding me there, because if you don't set the intention and if you don't allow Spirit to drive, then you're going to miss the opportunities and the moments. I almost missed this. And what I mean by that is, it's like you get on a bus. Let me step back. How many of you have been the driver on a vacation? You're 10 and 2 and you're driving. You've got Myrtle in the back going, oh my God, Rainey, look at that. You can see the ocean from here. And you're like, oh my God, I'm in LA traffic. I can't see shit. You don't see the beauty of everything around you. You're missing it. You're missing the moments. So it's time to step onto the bus and be the passenger. Let Spirit drive. And when you're at 10 and 2, you're not looking up into the ether. You're not looking out through your peripheral. But now, as a passenger being driven by Spirit, I don't miss those moments. And that Aerosmith song, I love it. The other day, it just popped into my head. I said, oh, thank you, Spirit, for this wonderful message. You don't want to miss a thing. So I am a true model of success, living the life that you want and making your creations and listening to Spirit and being driven by Spirit every day. And I want to thank Carrie, because she's the one who gave me the tagline, shine your light. Keep shining your own light, beautiful soul. May you be blessed. May you have the best life ever. And I hope this motivated you to a better understanding that anybody can do this. Anybody can do whatever you want. Just put your mind to it and give the rest to Spirit. Let them handle the details. God bless you.